Hello people, my friends. I want to talk to you about something that I'm trying now all summer long. I started in April with the first flights and I had so many fails, so I sort of gave up on it for now, but I want to show you what I try to do and what I will do by next year, hopefully. I tried to do something called what I call a tandem drone flight. It's using the follow me, the active track, the follow me function from all DJI drones. They all have it to follow another drone at the same speed, same height, same distance. And I've been trying to work out how that would work. I have 3 different drones. I got the Mavic, I got the Spark, I got the Phantom 4. And I've been trying to use, first of all, the Phantom 4 as guide, as a surveillance object because of its white color standing out. And the other ones have too small a size anyway and too dark maybe for picking up. And I will show you what I mean with all the functions and then we talk. You see out there, my drone is hovering. I will show you called Active Track. And now I will throw a circle around, no, not the car. And that should work now. Phone should keep me in focus all by itself. As you can see, it does that very nicely. It's following me. If I go forward, it comes. Depends how far. Yeah. And we go back. And this is follow me. If I go slow forward or backwards, it will follow me and keep me in sight. Well, we have here a video that I made in around the 15th of May. This year in 2018. My first try, I used the Spark to follow the Phantom, chosen the Phantom because of the color white. I realized with the Spark I had to get very, very close, and being that close makes the speed of the original vehicle, like the Phantom, has to be not too fast and not too slow. If I go too slow, the speed of the Spark carries it on. When it has to stop, it carries it on and it gets very near the observant vehicle. Now this video was done a few months later, somewhere in June, end of June, early July, at Marielle's place. It was very windy. Alone through the wind, it was quite a failure already. I tried to do as good as I can. I put some shots together. But the problem, this was now the Mavic. The Mavic is being the surveilling vehicle. And it is the active track from DJI is not bad, but it's just not good enough to be able to go near. And I think what the real problem I will solve by next year, because my Christmas or my present I will give to myself next year will be the Mavic 2. Zoom, and apparently in the new Mavic, those new Mavics have a very much improved active track, the active track 2.0, which is much more responsive, much better to follow. It doesn't just follow with the camera, it follows with the sensors. It also with the Phantom Zoom, with the Mavic Zoom, I can use the zoom function to get nearer to the object to be followed, which will make the following for the Mavic much easier to do. I think starting next year I will have some wonderful footage. I always try to imagine this kind of footage with over the ocean on the rocky beach. I think it will be brilliant over some nice lake views. To have this third-person view of this will be quite nice. This is now happening on, this was on my last try, on the 25th of August, my last try of this flying. and you will see it worked. It worked not as perfect. The wind you see is still very, very heavy. I'm also getting a bit better at it, but then little things like what will be happening now happen, and that was a very near miss. I just about bought the farm for both drones. In this case, that was very dangerous. It makes a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun, but like I said, I think the trick will be to buy the next edition of the Mavic Pro, Mavic 2, but I do not want to buy it immediately. I will wait my 5-6 months for all the improvements and fixes to be done. I also want to see if the product is as good as advertised. If there's a lot of problems with it, then I will abstain from buying a drone that has problems. But I think DJI has by now managed very well. Their last few drones have come out almost problem-free. I think the last real problem still was the Phantom 2, which I still have one, but I resolved the problems myself by buying a second-hand remote controller, a Fatuba, and that was the whole trick. You needed to have frequency hopping to cut out the Wi-Fi interference from outsiders. Well, this will be soon the end of this video. I know it's not very interesting, but for people who like drones, who have drones, they might be interested in doing this themselves, this Tandem. I myself, I can imagine this will be one of my future funds, to do a nice tandem flight. I will soon go back now, home base. And well, it just opens up new perspective of drone flying to have this nearness. But like I said, if there would be no wind, that would be, of course, very advantageous. Well, I will come in now. Well, I did my flying. As always, I've been nervous because it was quite windy, as you can see on the flag over there. But I did my best and it worked so. I think in a day less windy, it would be a fun thing to do, like on the beach or something. I will try this at a later point with a bit better conditions. But other than that, I think it was a success compared to the first 3 times.